In the last 5 months, we've grown this YouTube channel 30,000 new subscribers. Hello everybody. How exactly did we do that? Doing better production, trying out different video editors, looking at a lot of trends and data, keeping track of our KPIs, engaging with our community. It's a lot, but luckily we have some tools to really help us. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you the 5 major tools that have really helped us grow our YouTube channel. And make sure to stick to the end of the video where I share 4 key tips for you to grow your channel even faster than ours. The first app up is RocketReach.co. They couldn't afford the .com. This literally is the most powerful tool I've ever found to find someone's contact information. Why is this useful for you or me? 1, if you're trying to find guests, or 2, you're trying to find collaborators. Let me show you. Recently, I really wanted to meet Walter Isaacson. He wrote the Steve Jobs book, the Einstein book, and a bunch of other ones. I wanted to learn how the hell does he write such amazing books. So I went to RocketReach.co, not .com, and I typed in his name. So let's do it right here, Walter Isaacson. So it has his name, he's a professor of history, and it has his Gmail and his email address. It's almost a little bit too powerful, and please do not email me. Let me show you one other example. What is an alternative to this? If you're trying to actually work with another YouTuber, collaborations have been big for growing our channel. A lot of times you can go to the About tab. So this is Furious Pete, one of my favorite YouTubers. I clicked on the About tab, and most of them have an email address. The problem is this is their manager's or their business manager's email address, and it makes it actually really hard to get a hold of them. And so what I found is it says events at Furious Pete, AKA they're not gonna respond. So here on RocketReach, let me just type in Furious Pete and see what we actually find. All right, so here it actually has Peter Shurawinski, however you say his last name, and it actually has his contact information. So let's get the contact info. I think you get 7 free. That's one of the cool things about RocketReach is you don't even have to pay to use it to get people's contact information. And please do not spam people or send unwanted messages. But yeah, it has petec2000@hotmail.com. Pete, is that really your email? Let's upgrade to some Gmail 2020, baby. So RocketReach.co is definitely one of my favorite new tools for contact information and getting a hold of people to collaborate with or guests on your YouTube channel. So next up is Frame.io. This is like Google Docs for video editing. It's a wet dream for any video editors out there. It's got the really easiest way that you can collaborate and talk about any video you're working on. You can do timestamping and a bunch of things. Let me show you live one of the videos we were working on. So when we were doing the therapy video, you can see on our channel, it's probably somewhere up there or somewhere down below, it makes it so easy to give feedback and comments. Let me show you some of the powerful things that you can do on this. So right now when you're using Frame.io, so in this 25-second timestamp, it says, we try to keep the intro super tight. So when working with different video editors, we can actually leave a comment on that exact time. As well as you can click on it and it'll go to that specific section to make it easy for the video editors and your team to organize the content. One other kind of quick tip that's really cool about Frame.io, besides the timestamp comments, is down here. So there's actually colors and arrows. So you can actually have an arrow and say, oh, this thing right here, can we work on that? Hit send. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want the video editor to get confused. So there is a lot of really interesting comments and powerful tools you can use on Frame.io when you're making your YouTube content. One of the things that we were doing before was on Dropbox.com. And it was really slow. You couldn't put a lot of descriptions in. I always had to refresh the page, and Frame.io just works. There's not a lot of other competitors out there doing this, but I have talked about Dropbox.com, and that's what we were using prior to this. I can't recommend it because it was slow to reload. It wasn't as detailed and trying to be very specific about things to change on the actual video. And the collaboration aspect, Frame.io is amazing. So if you are actually taking your YouTube channel professionally and seriously, I think it is worth investing in Frame.io on your video collaboration. If you're liking this video so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I do exclusive office hours. I'm gonna put out juicy videos about the best tools to help grow your business. Make sure to subscribe. All right, next up we have SocialBlade.com. Some of these sites you may have heard of, but this is a site I check very, very frequently to try to learn and get insights about how to actually grow our YouTube channel. So what SocialBlade does, it's basically the stock market of YouTube content. So you can actually see how sites are going up and down and which channels are actually really growing and what they're actually doing. So let me show you some live examples. So on SocialBlade, I typed in AppSumo, our main business, to see how our YouTube channel is doing. So what I'm specifically looking at here is I wanna see how the subscriber growth is happening. I wanna see their overall trend. You can scroll down to the bottom of the section. So monthly views and then monthly gained subscribers. And a lot of times it's nice to kind of see your own stats, so you can go and look at it, and it's kind of helpful, but what's really helpful is looking at other channels maybe similar or in different categories, and I'll show you. So you can be like, well, what are they doing that I can copy? So this is for AppSumo. You can see, oh, something started happening in May, in March. Let's figure that out. But what's been really helpful is let's take a look at seeing someone else's channel. So this is Brian Dina Backlinko, one of my very good friends. And so Brian gets about 1,000 new subscribers every few days, but he only puts out 38 videos. Check that number right there. He hasn't put out a lot of videos, but he's got great subscribers and great traction. And so I was thinking, like, how is it that Brian is able to consistently get subscribers even though he's not putting out a lot of content? So I went into one of his videos, and based on his video, he has a really strong intro. Like, his intro is really tight. It's like, in this video, I'm gonna show you this. Here's what I did. It got me millions of views, and now I'm gonna show you it right in this video. I'm like, damn, that's good. So that's something that we're gonna replicate in some of our upcoming videos. So it's a great way that you can actually just see what channels are doing well and see what you can learn for your own channel. And I gotta pull up Mr. Beast. He's one of our favorite YouTubers. He's number 6th in entertainment, number 11th in America. So his numbers are almost too big to really grasp. He gets more subscribers than we in a day than we get in a whole year. But a lot of what you can do is try to see, like, when did things start changing? So like in January of 2018, it looked like he only had 68,000 subscribers, so less than we're at right now, and then doubled that almost in the next month. Point being is that it's really interesting to see how others are doing, so that not just comparing egotistically, but to learn and improve for your own channel. So SocialBlade.com. You can also use these really interestingly on your Instagram, and I think they have other stuff, but I pretty much exclusively use this just for my YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube and try to, like, track these numbers yourself. It doesn't seem like a great use of time to go to YouTube and do this yourself manually. Number 4 is SendFox.com. This is email marketing for content creators, especially YouTubers just like me and you. So I built this for myself because I didn't think there was any other good solutions out there for content creators. And it has been one of the secret weapons of how we've grown our YouTube channel so well this year. Let me show you a few of the key things that you need to be doing to grow your own channel, or if you're a content creator, using SendFox.com. So this is my dashboard. It kind of shows a high level of my stats, but let me show you the things that are really, really interesting for you to copy. So number 1, click on emails. And every single video we put out on YouTube, we send an email. And this has been one of the things where it's probably doubled the amount of views and grown our videos more dramatically than when we don't email. And we generally email about an hour after we put out the video on YouTube, because we want to let YouTube notify all the people themselves that way. So when we send an email, we just have the title of the video, an image, and a link to the video. I'll show you the stats on that in just 1 second, but when we don't actually email this out, it's about half the amount of views as normal. So it's definitely worth it to email it out. So you can see in terms of the clicks from that recent video, we drove around 830 people went to check out that video just because we emailed it out, which is pretty dramatic versus the normal, like, YouTube would show it only to about half of that. The next thing up that's really important that you actually have to do with your email provider, you can use SendFox.com or any of them, is set up an automation or a welcome series. So you can click automations here and set this up. This is another secret weapon that you should be using in your email providers. So when someone joins our newsletter, we have an email. The first email is just, it says, hey, here's our most popular content, and go subscribe to our YouTube channel. So I give them videos and content that I know they're gonna like, hopefully, and say, go subscribe, you're gonna enjoy it. And so for you, around the clock, as people are joining your newsletter, it'll help them funnel into your YouTube channel and your universe. One thing that I'd recommend as well, so you have your emails, you have your automation, you should create a landing page. And so this is gonna be like SendFox.com/Noah. You could join mine. And so when they join that, they'll get the automation. So you click on Smart Pages, create a Smart Page, and this is basically, probably takes you less than 10 seconds, and you'll have your own landing page for free that you can put on your social media as well as in your YouTube videos to say, hey, go join my newsletter. And that's a really easy way that you can use it to grow your YouTube channel. The last thing I wanted to talk about today is Google Sheets. Yes, number 5 is Google Sheets. I know you've heard about it, but a lot of people are looking for new tools that cost money when sometimes the most basic things that you already are familiar with can be really effective in growing your YouTube channel. So this is our weekly KPIs dashboard that we built into a Google spreadsheet. Maybe we'll give out a template of it, I don't know, or just copy from what you see. And so it's been really helpful for us to say, all right, our goal this year was 100,000 subscribers. How are we doing every single day? How are we doing every single week? How many minutes are we actually uploading each week? And how are numbers looking versus how we think they're gonna be looking? This has been really critical to keeping the team on the same page and actually making sure that we're on track. Some of the other things that we've done with our Google spreadsheets I think you'll find really interesting is we use it to figure out our content schedule. So what's the content we're gonna be doing? How does it fit into different buckets of content? So series, so we try to do series, so it's not videos all over the place. It's like, oh, here's our book series, here's our app series, and so forth. So we use that to organize all of the scheduling of content, as well as we have a high level kind of YouTube dashboard, which tracks our CTR, which is an important metric, our average view duration, which is an important metric, and lately we've been looking at overall watch time on our channel. I think a lot of people are saying, hey, I need new tools and new software, when sometimes the free stuff is gonna really help you get done what you need to get done. Do you know someone who's trying to grow their YouTube channel as well? I'd appreciate it if you could share this video with them and say, hey, here's some tools I think will really help you have success on your YouTube channel. As I told you in the beginning, here's 4 tips for you to grow your YouTube channel. Number 1, the law of 100, which is be consistent. So commit to doing 100 videos. I think we're on 50 videos so far this year, so I've got about 50 more videos left. Make sure you don't give up till your 100th video, and in each video, just keep improving it a little bit more and more. You can always join us at okdork.com/group to be accountable and have other people talk with you about your YouTube channel. Number 2, start today. With your cell phone, that's how we started our channel, same as Mr. Beast, or whatever it is. The point is you gotta get going because it takes time to actually build up your videos, find success. It's not gonna happen overnight, and you don't need fancy equipment or fancy videos. You just need your camera and uploading it just yourself. Number 3, here's the 2 key metrics that really matter for you. Number 1 is CTR, so that is your title and thumbnail. A lot of people spend so much time on the video, but the most important thing is the cover, which is your title and thumbnail. So track your CTRs over time. That's really important. The second thing is your AVD, so average view duration. So YouTube makes money when they show ads, and the longer someone's on YouTube, the more ads they show, the more money they make. So make sure that you're tracking how long your videos are over time, and you wanna see if you can keep people watching videos longer and longer and longer. Are you guys still watching right now? And lastly, start building your email list today. I showed you guys a little bit more earlier with SendFox.com. That email is one of the most powerful ways we've been able to grow our YouTube channel. I highly recommend you guys use it for yourself. If you like this video, make sure to check out this video right up here where I show you with a low budget camera setups from a YouTube expert so that you can set up your own YouTube channel without having to spend a lot of money. As well, make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell, bing, so that you don't miss another juicy business video, as well as I do exclusive office hours just for subscribers. I love you, and I'll see you out there. Pew, pew.